Well, hi everybody. Well, today I'm making something brand new. I am going to make a butter pecan cake. I love butter pecan ice cream, so why would I like butter pecan cake? Today we're honoring our January birthdays, which I know we would do on the 1st, but it was New Year's Day too. So this month is Grandma Elizabeth's birthday, my mother-in-law Molly's birthday, my uncle Isidine, who is my grandma Bessie's brother, and there's one more birthday, and cousin Millicent. So we're making butter pecan cake today. And it's really, if I like butter pecan ice cream, I should definitely like this. Add a few more pecans in here. Now what I want to do with this, I want to roast this with melted butter. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now I want to pop this into the oven and cook this for 6 minutes, and then we'll start the cake. Okay, now the pecans are done. Now the next thing we have to do is we're going to start creaming stuff together. We'll add in 1 and 1/2 cups of sugar, white sugar, but this is also going to require brown sugar. I recommend for butter pecan cake or anything, you know, baking, I always like to use light brown. Okay. Yeah, I love butter pecan ice cream, folks, so I'm definitely going to like this as well. Now what I want to do is I'm going to start creaming this together. A lot of stuff is going to actually go into this. Adding in 2 eggs. And you gotta keep in mind, I never made this before, folks. I'm really hoping it comes out. It should, but it say if you follow the recipe, you generally will not have a problem with something. I'm adding in 2 eggs and 1 egg yolk. You have to quickly separate this. There we go. Make sure. There we go. There we go. We're gonna cream this together. Okay, now go into the next thing now. Okay, the next thing we're adding in is a 1/2 cup of sour cream. Now, don't worry about whether you like sour cream or not. Often in baking, you have to add sour cream. The recipe says sour cream, but you have to add it, or it will not come out. Now adding in my flour. This is going to be the dry. 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now, a lot of times, recipes call for something. You might not like the particular thing, but often it makes the recipe taste absolutely fantastic. Here we go. We're going to do the dry now. I'm going to also put in baking powder. Baking powder, here it is. I'm now adding in my baking powder. Okay, except to see where I put it. Oh my goodness. I'm adding in 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Just gotta get my teaspoon. One. Make sure, yep, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. We're going to whisk this together, and then what we're going to do is we're going to alternate with the milk and the wet, then we're going to fold in the nuts. All right. Next thing is I got to get my milk. Let me put this away because I have a habit. I don't want to lose any food right now. Okay. Yeah, I can't believe this. So many. We have some birthdays in January, but February is going to be really bad. Now we're going to alternate. I'm going to add the dry and the milk. We're going to start mixing this together. There we go. Brand new mixed mash that my daughter actually gave me for Christmas. Now, the next thing is, make sure I'm going to be putting in the pecans. This is turning it into butter pecan cake. Roll this in. It smells just like butter pecan. I'm telling you, I'm going to add just a few more nuts in here. You can also add in a few that are not completely cooked. They don't have to be 100% cooked either. Just a few more. Oh, folks, it smells delicious. Now, even with parchment paper, please always grease your parchment paper with a little bit of butter on the bottom because you don't want to take a chance and it sticks the cake. And since I've never made this before, we don't know how it's actually going to be. But I want to let you know I absolutely love butter pecans to honor also my January birthdays. Now, I never met Uncle Isidine. He was my Grandma Betsy's brother. He died when he was about 20 years old. He died in the war, which is sad. I never met him. Okay. You can see that it's greased. I'm going to grab a little flour just to make sure. Always put a little bit of extra in on the bottom because you don't want it to stick it. Here we go. Just flour a little bit. You want to make sure, folks. You don't want to give the cake a chance to decide to stick to something. Now it's going to be served with white frosting. Okay. Put this in here. Folks, we haven't had any snow in New Jersey. We don't know what's going on. It's been crazy weather. It's a little warm. But you know what, folks? Let's just hope it waits till next week to snow because my youngest daughter is is flying to Florida and we don't want her getting caught because of a snowstorm. Okay. Let's bake this for about, I would say, a good 30 minutes. This kind of frosting, folks, is vanilla frosting. Now, like I said, it's on our birthdays today. I forgot somebody, my cousin-in-law, Carol. She's married to my cousin, Leslie. Yeah, she had a rough life because Leslie was sick his whole life, and he died very, very young. Just a little bit in the middle. I don't want to overdo the middle. A little bit more. I usually do birthdays in the beginning of the month, the first day of the month, but you know, I was really involved with New Year's Day yesterday. Here, right. Now we're going to go to the next. I want to get one more thing out that this is going to go excellent. You make a butter pecan cake. Serve it with butter pecan ice cream. I'm telling you, folks, it definitely will go. This is a beautiful cake. Oh, I can't wait to have it. You can actually smell the butter pecan. It smells delicious. Oh, but you always have white frosting to go on it. White frosting would be about the best kind of frosting to make for a good butter pecan cake. It doesn't have to be that thick, just very thin layer of it. You don't want to over-sweeten it either. Now, the next thing is going to be the topping. It's going to look really nice. Here we go. On top, we're going to put some pecans on here. A bit more. Pecan, you could also make pecan pie, which I'm going to definitely do in the next couple of weeks. And here we have a fantastic butter pecan cake. It's delicious and wonderful. It's really like a southern dish. From Deborah Waite, Home Country Kitchen. Have a great day. Please subscribe to my wonderful YouTube channel.